Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the naming and structure of alcohols. So first off, let's go through an example of an alcohol. We'll look at propanol to start off with. Okay. Now just imagine that at the end of these carbon bonds there's a hydrogen. I just don't want to have to draw them all. So we know that carbon has to have 4 bonds. Okay, so if you can see here they all have 4 bonds. I'll draw those hydrogens for the first one. But in the future drawings, I won't do all these hydrogens because it takes a long time. But you can see that all of these carbons have 4 bonds. They're all bonded to 4 things. Now, the thing that makes it an alcohol is the presence of this OH group, here. So that part, this bond here, that's called the functional group. That is the alcohol functional group. So that OH group, it doesn't have to be on the end carbon. It can be anywhere in the carbon chain. And that is the alcohol functional group. So as far as naming goes, remember that when we name these more complex organic molecules, we always go back to how we name alkanes. So remember the prefix for 3 carbons in the carbon chain is prop. So we have prop, and then the functional group or the suffix for alcohols is enol. So this one is propanol. Now, this is a primary alcohol because we have the we have the OH group on the last carbon here. So because this OH group is where it is, if the OH group was here, then it would be a secondary alcohol. And you can also have tertiary alcohols as well. We'll go through that now too. All right, so if we have a look at this one now, we can see the OH group has moved to the middle carbon. Therefore, the name has actually changed as well. So now it's propan 2-ol or 2-propanol. So that 2 at the front represents whether it's on the second carbon and not the first carbon. So that's propan 2-ol. Now, the actual alcohol now is a secondary alcohol because the carbon that the OH group is attached to, so if we go down to the OH group, we go down to the carbon that it's attached to, that carbon is attached to 2 other carbons, which makes it a secondary alcohol. Now let's have a look at tertiary alcohols. All right, so let's have a look at this one. I'll just draw a line here so we know which is which. So you can see the one at the bottom here. This is still an alcohol because we still have the OH group. But now it is a tertiary alcohol. The reason that it's tertiary is because this carbon that the OH group is attached to 3 other carbons. 1, 2, 3, making it a tertiary alcohol. All right, now the name for this one, let's try to figure it out. So we're going to have to find the longest carbon chain. The longest carbon chain, we go 1, 2, 3. So 3 carbons there. And because there's 3 carbons, it's going to be prop. So we know that prop is going to be in the name. And propan is still going to be some sort of propanol. But now let's have a look. So if we go 1, 2, 3, we have a methyl group on the second carbon. So it's actually 2-methyl. And then that alcohol group is on the second carbon. So 2-methyl, 2-propanol. That's the name for this one here. All right, and that is an example of a tertiary alcohol. Okay, so hopefully that makes a bit more sense.